The Ballad of Camden Town by James Elroy Flecker, 1884 to 1915. I walked with Maisie long years back the streets of Camden Town, I splendid in my suit of black, and she divine in brown. Hers was a proud and noble face, a secret heart, and eyes like water in a lonely place beneath unclouded sky. A bed, a chest, a faded mat, and broken chairs a few were all we had to grace our flat in Hazel Avenue. But I could walk to Hampstead Heath and crown with her head with daisies, and watch the streaming world beneath, and men with other Maisies. When I was ill and she was pale, and empty stood our stall, she left the latchkey on its nail, and saw me nevermore. Perhaps she cast herself away, lest both of us should drown. Perhaps she feared to die as they who die in Camden Town. What came of her? The bitter nights destroy the rose and lily, and souls are lost among the lights of painted Piccadilly. What came of her? The river flows so deep and wide and stilly, and waits to catch the fallen rose and clasp the broken lily. I dream she dwells in London still, and breathes the evening air, and often walk to Primrose Hill, and hope to meet her there. Once more together we will live, for I will find her yet. I have so little to forgive, so much I can't forget. Okay, this is a poem by James Elroy Flecker. He was born in London. I think he was born in Lewisham, so it's East London. His father was the headmaster of Dean Close School in Cheltenham, and Flecker grew up in Gloucestershire, and he went to Dean Close School and then to Uppingham and then to Trinity College Oxford and to Caius College Oxford. He actually died of tuberculosis. He died at the age of 30, which was a very early and premature loss. So, the Ballad of Camden Town. This is about love lost. This is a past love, and he's thinking about this girl who he lived with, who he was in love with, and it's contrasting the beauty and the sadness of living in London. It's a time of great change in London, and he's thinking about this girl, and she left him, and he's still looking for her, and he's clearly still in love with her, and he's thinking about the loss of her, and he still longs to be with her. He still wants her back. I walked with Maisie long ago the streets of Camden Town, I splendid in my suit of black, and she divine in brown. So he had a girlfriend called Maisie, and they were in Camden, and they used to walk the streets of Camden Town, and he would wear his black suit and she would wear a brown dress, and they would look wonderful. Hers was a proud and noble face, a secret heart. So her face was proud and noble, and her heart was secret. It was difficult to know what she was like inside. Eyes like water in a lonely place, beneath unclouded skies. And this is a lovely metaphor for her eyes, water in a lonely place, beneath unclouded skies, so clear. I have this image of clear blue eyes. A bed, a chest, a faded mat, and broken chairs a few were all we had to grace our flat in Hazel Avenue. So they lived in a flat together, and they were poor. They didn't have many things, just a bed, a chest for their clothes, a faded carpet, and a few broken chairs. And these were the only things they had in their flat in Hazel Avenue. Now, I've looked for Hazel Avenue, but I can't find a suitable a place that fits it. I found a place in Uxbridge, which is about 15 miles away, but I think it's too far away. So they were living together. But I could walk to Hampstead Heath. So you could walk from Camden Town to Hampstead Heath easily, and crown her head with daisies, and put daisies round her head, and watch the streaming world beneath, and men with other Maisies, and you could watch the world going backwards and forwards, and other men with their girlfriend, with other Maisies. When I was ill and she was pale, and empty stood our store. So this, I think, is referring to when the relationship wasn't going well. That it was as if I was ill and that she was pale, and that things weren't going well. She left the latchkey on its nail. She left the key on its nail, and saw me nevermore. So one day she just disappeared. And this is why he's still thinking of her. This is nostalgic longing of a past love. Perhaps she cast herself away, lest both of us should drown. So maybe she left me in case we would both drown in this relationship. Perhaps she feared to die as they who die in Camden Town. Perhaps she was afraid of living the rest of her life in this poor flat in Hazel Avenue with the minimum of furnishings, and maybe she's afraid to live all of her life in this way. What came of her? What happened to her? The bitter nights destroy the rose and lily, and souls are lost among the lights of painted Piccadilly. So what happened to her? The nights, they destroy the rose, the love, and the lily. So rose is the symbol of love, and the lily is the symbol of innocence. So what happened to her? Maybe this destroyed my love. No, it didn't, because he's still in love with her. He's still thinking about her. And souls are lost among the lights of painted Piccadilly. And she's been lost among the rest of the people. Maybe if he goes to Piccadilly, he sees lots and lots of people, but she's lost. And maybe the souls are lost in painted Piccadilly. I like this painted Piccadilly alliteration. What came of her? What happens? What happened to her? The river flows so deep and wide and stilly. So maybe this is the River Thames flowing, but this is the river of life, and life flows on and waits to catch the fallen rose and clasp the broken lily. So I think here one of them is the rose and one of them is the lily, and the The river of life is waiting to catch the rose that falls or the lily that falls and just take it somewhere else. I dream she dwells in London still and breathes the evening air, and often walk to Primrose Hill and hope to meet her there. So I dream of her, and I imagine that she still lives in London. She still breathes the same air that I do. And I walk to Primrose Hill, which is again very close to Camden, and hope to meet her there. And he's always looking, he's looking at faces, hoping to meet her. Once more together will we live, for I will find her yet. He's determined to find her again. He's determined to bring the relationship back. I have so little to forgive, so much I can't forget. So he's already forgiven her. He's not angry with her, but he can't forget her. He's still in love with her. He's still thinking about her, and he wants her back. He's trying to find her to bring back this past love. The Ballad of Camden Town by James Elroy Flecker, 1884 to 1915.